Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this beautiful Wednesday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather and sports, and so much more. I'm your host, Glenora Shipura. Getting into the news tonight, Samuel Kweku, the Oregon UNICEF country representative, highlighted the importance of the Transforming Education theme, which highlighted the key challenges relating to school attendance, especially because sub-Saharan Africa has the highest learning poverty in the world. Junior Kapofi was there and contributed this video.
2024 as the year of education. This provides a fertile opportunity to build on the current progress and address the key challenges relating to school attendance and learning. You may be aware that Sub-Saharan Africa has the highest learning poverty rate in the world. 9 out of 10 children aged 10 cannot read a simple sentence with comprehension or solve a basic arithmetic. Here at home, we have learners at grade 4 who cannot read a simple sentence or solve a simple arithmetic. Experience has taught us that learners who cannot read nor perform basic mathematics tend to drop out of school early or repeat grades. In Namibia, for example, in 2023, about 22% of learners failed grade 4 and had to repeat grade. What is alarming is that most of the male learners drop out of school rather than repeat the grade. This situation, particularly those of the boys, must be a concern to all of us. The current drought situation has brought a different dimension to the challenge and worsened the situation for all children, especially our male children, and driving more male children out of school, while at the same time creating a much wider challenge relating to the protection of children in general. There's therefore the urgent need for a societal approach to protecting our children from foreign play to the few in our societies or communities who are abusing them. Our children have the right to protection under the Convention on the Right of the Child, and this right must be upheld by all of us.
Getting into our next story, Rodine Velemse, the director of Nero Academy, delivered the opening remarks at the 2-day Nero Career Guidance and University Readiness Conference held at the DW Auditorium at the Old Power Station in Windhoek. The conference, featuring 3 sessions, aims to empower over 800 to 1,000 grade 11 and 12 learners with essential academic and career guidance. Remo Dengenje was there.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, learners. Good morning, teachers. Good morning, all our stakeholders, our sponsors, everybody else, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much that you take out the time today to be with us at this very, very important event. As Mr. Clark was saying, this is our 2nd Career Guidance and University Readiness Conference. This morning I'm absolutely overwhelmed with the numbers of learners that is here, and in particular the new schools who have also joined us at this occasion. Last year, you will recall, we could only accommodate about 300 plus students, and it was only 1 session. This year we have scheduled 3 sessions, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 tomorrow morning. I think growth is always good, and I'm extremely happy that we are able to accommodate so many learners to come and attend this important event. And the type of information that will be shared, that we'll be sharing today would be, I don't know if I can compare it, but what I want to say is that you are getting the best today.
Modestus Amutse, the Deputy Minister of Information and Communication Technology, gave the opening remarks at the 8th National ICT Summit launch and sponsorship handover. Let's take a look.
For me to welcome you all to the launch of the 2024 National Information and Communication Technology Summit. The 8th National ICT Summit will be hosted under the theme Building Resilience to Adapt or Die in the Era of Digital Transformation and Artificial Intelligence. And this summit is taking place here in Windhoek. This theme will allow us to learn and embrace the digital transformation brought about by artificial intelligence. We ought to work together and deliberate on how we can ensure that Namibia is one of the leading countries in digital evolution in the whole of Africa, and that it is not left behind in artificial intelligence advancement. Director of Proceedings, ladies and gentlemen, the National ICT Summit allows for robust discussions on innovations and trials throughout the industry, bringing together industry role players to
In the last of our top stories, the Institute of Public Policy Research, in collaboration with the German Agency for International Cooperation, is launching the Human Rights in Namibia, Raising Awareness, Keeping Commitments project in Windhoek. Now, German Ambassador to Namibia, Dr. Thorsten Hatter, emphasized that their involvement in the fight for human rights is not about showing superiority, but about genuine care. Mariette Gula was there and gave this report.
There is a struggle about the narrative on human rights. And we are part of that struggle. We do understand that. We do understand that we have to put forth our arguments. We have to make clear what it is that we mean when we criticize other countries for their performance. And we have to assure everyone that we do not do that out of a position of any form of superiority feeling, but because we care. We care about human rights. And the international community has a mechanism for that, which is a peer group mechanism. It is called the Universal Periodic Review. And every country is undergoing that peer review. That includes the Federal Republic of Germany. And there are always a set of recommendations that are then put forth to the government that is being reviewed, the country that is being reviewed. And the country has an opportunity to answer those questions. And part of that universal periodic review are, of course, civil society organizations.
And that concludes our top stories. Don't forget that you can read more on these stories in our Namibian Sun newspaper tomorrow. On the other side of the break, we take a look at our story of the day.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity, It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
Getting into our story of the day, President Nangolo Mbumba has called on the Electoral Commission of Namibia to allow Namibians to register wherever they are based to make it easy for Namibians to register to vote. Chimema Biekers reports.
Our aim is for everybody who is able to register to come and register, so that they are able to come and vote. It's not a partisan exercise. We consider it a national duty. Then there are the issues of municipal bills, which tie us to a particular place where we stay. And there are people who are advising us that since this is just going to be presidential and national elections, if somebody showed up, get his registration card, but it does not indicate the locality where they stay, should they not be allowed to register for this year's elections? The other thing is, as I said, I'm reporting what we are getting. The issue of mobile teams, prominently especially in rural areas. They go somewhere, they stay a number of hours, they move on. But at the same time, our equipment are not as quick as the time allocated, and maybe we are not also, I'm using the we, the royal we, the officials are not so well versed with operating them that it takes longer time than we have planned.
Moving on, the Walvis Bay Backyard Tenants Group gathered at the municipality of Walvis Bay to apply for a portion of Farm 37. We expand on this on the other side of the break.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
Getting into our community talk, the Walvis Bay Backyard Tenants Group, through its registration entity, gathered at the municipality of Walvis Bay to apply for portion 23 of Farm 37 Vice. Chairperson Emmanuel Pombili tells us more. Frida Moloto was there and gave this report.
Council has allocated us a land which is 46 square meters, hectares, 46 hectares, but we can only utilize 36% of that, which is now 16 hectares. So meaning that much of land of which we are going to pay for we are not going to utilize it.
Yeah, to come at Walvis Bay, I came for living. I came from north, and I came for living, like like others is usually going to wind or wherever there is looking for living. When I came to Walvis Bay, I came in 2011, and I found my father here, but he was not having a house. We have been sleeping together with my father, my brother, in a ghetto. Yeah, I was taking action to go to council office to tell them this situation, that we are 5 men in one ghetto with my father as well, but that time it was not get peasant. Yeah, and now he get peasant. He is the north. Now we was living.
Are being burnt, and when they're being burnt, so your things can get burnt in a ghetto, and you will remain without nothing. Matter of fact, there will be nobody or somebody else to help you out. Say, no, since you lost your properties, let me help you out with this and that. So though there will be certain few people that can help out, still it's still to a high risk, because you have to restart like you had nothing. So which is very difficult for us being residents for Walvis Bay.
NAMPORT is to finalize a 25-year concession with TIL by the fourth quarter of 2024. We get into this in our economic news shortly.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Getting into our economic news, the Namibian Ports Authority says the 25-year concession agreement with Terminal Investment Limited to operate the new container terminal at the port of Walvis Bay will be finalized by the fourth quarter of 2024. NAMPORT Manager for Marketing and Stakeholder Engagement, Clive Shikwambi, says the project is at an advanced stage of completion. TIL, a subsidiary of MSC Mediterranean Shipping Company, was selected as the preferred bidder in a competitive process that also included Abu Dhabi Port. NAMPORT is presently finalizing the process of concessioning the new container terminal to Terminal Investments Limited as per the award conditions. The parties are now engaged in negotiations to conclude final details of the agreement. The project is at an advanced stage of completion, with expected completion by the fourth quarter of 2024, said Shikwambi. He said the concession aims to attract private investment to enhance efficiency, competitiveness, and employment opportunities. The concession agreement will see TIL take over the operation of the terminal, handling cargo instead of an upfront payment to NAMPORT. The exact terms and conditions of the agreement are still being finalized, including the details of personal transitions. The decision to concession the $4.2 billion new container terminal commissioned in 2019 was driven by significant changes in the shipping industry and challenging economic conditions. Let's take a look at our financial indicators. The Namibian dollar trades against the British pound at 23.64, against the euro at 19.88, against the US dollar at 18.18. $2 Namibian dollars and 50 cents gets you one Chinese yuan. On the commodities market, gold, platinum, and Brent crude oil went up, while copper went down. Brent crude oil trading at 0.82%, going for $84 and 86 cents per barrel. After the break, we take a look at our international news.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
Getting into our international news, the Philippines and China have agreed to set up new lines of communication to improve their handling of maritime disputes, according to a document and a Philippine diplomatic source, as ties sour over clashes about territory in the South China Sea. The two countries have traded barbs repeatedly over jurisdiction in the contested South China Sea, as the Philippines, emboldened by the support of defense ally the United States, challenges China's permanent presence around strategic features inside Manila's exclusive economic zone. 3 communication channels would be established specifically for maritime issues, according to the source, who provided a document with highlights of an arrangement on improving Philippines-China maritime communication mechanisms, which was signed on July 2nd. China has always been committed to working with the Philippines to properly address maritime issues through dialogue and consultation. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian told a briefing when asked about the agreement. The two countries have agreed to further strengthen the dialogue on sea-related communication between diplomacy and the maritime police to jointly safeguard the stability of the maritime situation and the overall situation of China-Philippines relations, Lin added. Let's take a look at our weather predictions. Winter can expect a minimum of 8 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 23 degrees Celsius with sunny weather conditions, while Oshakati can expect a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius, also with sunny weather conditions. Rehoboth can expect a minimum of 9 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 25 degrees Celsius, while Henties Bay can expect a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 17 degrees Celsius. That concludes our weather update. Up next is Ari Hohat with the sports news.
Good day, everyone. Time for international sports news, and starting off with cycling news first. It is the Tour de France that will conclude this week. The final day will be on Sunday, and it was stage 16 that was completed, and it is Belgium Jasper Philipsen that won the sprint. It was quite a flat stage, no mountains and hills in stage 16, and it was also the green jersey leader that had a little bit of a challenge. He fell 2 kilometers from the end. That is Binyam Girmay. He's from Eritrea, but he's okay, and he can continue with stage 17 and the rest of the tour. General classifications, still it is Tajes Pogačar that is the leader. All the leaders finished in the bunch in the end in stage 16, and it is Tajes Pogačar that is 3 minutes and 9 seconds ahead of Jonas Vingegaard. The Vingegaard won last year, and it is Remco Evenepoel 5 minutes and 9 seconds further back in third position. Stage 17 will again be a tough stage. It will be in the mountains in the French Alps. So all the 3 leaders at the moment, it is Tajes Pogačar, Jonas Vingegaard and Remco Evenepoel will be in contention to win this stage. So that is stage 17. That will be 177 kilometers. On to soccer news or football news. It is after the European Championship. It was England that played in the final but lost against Spain. News from the England camp is that their coach Gareth Southgate decided to step back as the coach of England. He's been there for many years. He got them to a World Cup semi-final, and he also had got them to 2 finals of the European Championship. 4 years ago they lost to Italy, and then the past weekend they lost to Spain. Lots of speculation who might replace Gareth Southgate. The names mentioned at the moment is Mauricio Pochettino and then also Newcastle's Eddie Howe. And some of the high-profile coaches also mentioned is Liverpool coach or the former Liverpool coach Jurgen Klopp and even Pep Guardiola. He's the current coach of Manchester City. Pep Guardiola is still the Manchester City coach up till 2025, but he did indicate that several times that he would love to coach an international team. But this is all still speculation. It is names that is mentioned in the media in England, so we'll see who will be the new coach replacing Gareth Southgate. And to conclude today's international sports news, it is tennis news, and after Wimbledon that was played on grass, it is clay season again. That's leading up to the Olympic Games that will be played at Roland Garros, that will be in Paris in France. News from the Swedish Open is that Rafael Nadal is back again. He's 38 years old and he played in the first round against Leo Borg and he beat him by 6-3 and 6-4. That was the first game that Rafael Nadal played after losing in the first round of the French Open. Also, it is the Hamburg European Open being played at the moment, also for men, also on clay surface. And the number 1 seed is Alexander Zverev from Germany, and he will play Jesper de Jong in the round of 32. And the number 2 seed in this tournament is Holger Rune. He's already through to the round of 16. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.
And with that, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Thank you for joining Sunset News on this beautiful Wednesday evening. Do remember that you can catch Sunset News same time, same place, Monday to Thursday, every weekday. From me, Glenn Rashipura, until next time.